All right, so the list, week 3, right? So the whole idea of this week is appreciation, which has been an interesting topic. Instead of expectations, appreciation, right? So, and I broke it down: hustle, contact, willpower, word. So these 4 categories that I'm focusing on this week. So the hustle. Final audit of Volcheck.Solar. Haven't even touched it. 12 draft tours. I did 3. Which I'm learning to appreciate now, okay? And then sell 3. I sold 1. Cool. So the expectations were these, but I am now appreciating the result and celebrating the result, which is a mind shift because before I would be beating myself up like, oh, see, I can't do it. So it's a shift in the mind, trying to first it's like observing yourself, critiquing yourself, like, oh, I'm being hard on myself, and kind of like have a third perspective, and then that helps to get you into the neutral state, and then you can quickly start the appreciation process over the same thing that you felt bad while you were in the expectation mood. Very interesting stuff. So contact robots, playground, sushi. So I've only contacted robots and left a message, which isn't good. Beer companies, haven't done that. And parks, haven't done that. So maybe something that I could do today while I'm driving. Willpower, clear mind, clear body. So Mondays and Tuesdays are kind of like my weekends, I suppose. So meditation. Meditation. I've tried meditating in the morning, so it's kind of happening. And $400 in Lyft right now. I think I'm at like 75. So I'm gonna go get hopefully around $200 today. So I'm gonna drive all day. Word, honest person. Think German. Vivint on Friday and Rata. So I have a list of these. So think positive about Rata and careful what I promise to Rata. And with honest person, free email list, free photo shoot with Lyft people. So as I'm driving Lyft today, maybe I could get people's information somehow. I don't know. We'll see. Right. So driving around, a lot of time spent in battles between thinking and not thinking, and like it's like the mind is like a dog that barks at everything, and then if it catches it, it just keeps on like playing with a bone, with a, what is it called, like some kind of like skin hive or whatever it's called, when the dog just chews on it and chews on it and chews on it. And unless you become like aware of it, you can get stuck in the same thought pattern, beating yourself up. And most of it comes from expectations. And I'm driving around trying to keep my expectations low, and or at least like not low, but not have them at all. Just kind of like, well, I want the outcome to be successful, but that's it. You have that desire, but that's it. Desire without any expectations. And focus on appreciation of your past success. I think that's been really helpful for me to kind of get my mind from the expectation to simply a desired outcome and appreciation for the prior success on the road to the outcome. So I think that's been really helpful. So, as I was saying earlier, how I'm getting kind of bored with this video process, and it's coming up on day 21, so I'm plateauing with the momentum. I'm not as excited as I was. So I feel like I need to bring new challenge to this whole thing. So previously, when I have actually felt the success behind my actions was during the time when I was really diving into the depths of the Think and Grow Rich philosophy by Napoleon Hill. Have had a great opportunity to listening to this book through the audible.com for about 10 or more times. Honestly, I've read this book so many times by listening to it through and through, from the front cover to the back cover. It's an amazing book. I recommend it highly. But if you haven't read, and if you want to read it along with me, so there are 16 chapters, and each chapter, so the new challenge now is a 16-week challenge, okay? And each week is going to be dedicated to one of the chapters. So, not quite sure how that's going to go along. The idea here is to filter my week through each chapter. So the first chapter is the power of thought. The power of thought, and I will reflect some ideas and some experiences that I've had in regards to the power of thought, which is perfect because my trip to Florida to see my parents aligns with auto-suggestion chapter, which is really short, but it is one of the most important stepping stones that I have personally experienced in changing my life. Autosuggestion is probably the least talked about, the most condemned in social circles as woo-woo, as ha 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 ha, he's talking about, oh, he's beautiful and he loves himself. That's the idea behind autosuggestion, right? Is to suggest things to yourself that that you want to attract, or you want others to think about. We'll dive in deeply into it now. I think I will take the opportunity with this video series to also add my 2 cents into it, since this text has been written in 1937 and it's 2016 today. And I think I have a keen understanding of the intent of the author behind each chapter, so I would be able to relate to the relevant times of 2016. So this is the idea of throwing a new curve into this project, behind the scenes project, and keeping this whole thing alive, because I can tell you this right now, that my process, my progress has been definitely been challenged by this systematic posting, systematic documentation of at least my feedback, because then there's a sense of responsibility of pushing forward. Definitely not where exactly I want it to be, but this has definitely been a good journey in respect to the accountability, I think. So anyway, so tomorrow is a new beginning in respect to the Think and Grow Rich and this project. And I believe I will be throwing these up on my Facebook page. So this is going to be a little bit more different. I'm going to be going a little bit more public. I don't have a lot of traction on my YouTube channel at all, but I do have a lot of followers on Facebook page. So I think I'm going to go ahead and feel a little bit more vulnerable by throwing these things up on my Facebook page. All right. So thank you very much. Cheers.